Why ambition is so important. The post-World War II economy in the United States was probably the best economy in planetary history. One, because all of the factories in the world outside of the United States had either not been invented yet or had been destroyed during World War II. And two, because the US had dropped 2 atom bombs on Japan, they essentially set monetary policy for the entire world. And that policy was simple. Europe had been destroyed and they needed to rebuild. And the US had the only factories that could build stuff to sell to them. And because Europe was broke, the US lent money to Europe so they could buy stuff from US factories. That's why the US economy boomed in the 50s. This was a very rare collection of events. This is why it was easy back then to support a wife and a couple of kids on a single salary. If all you did was leave your high school graduation sober and wander around town until you found a factory, you could get a job that would pay you enough to support a wife and a couple of kids. But sadly, those days are long gone. It's getting harder and harder to earn a living. The idea of going through school and just doing what you're told isn't good enough anymore. If you want to get ahead today, if you want to thrive in the global economy, you have to be ambitious. To survive in the job market, to survive in the economy, to survive in the dating market, you've got to be ruthlessly ambitious. The more ruthlessly ambitious you are, the more likely you'll get ahead. When it comes to dating, a lot of guys complain about the way things are today. Clearly, that doesn't help. Be ruthlessly ambitious in your dating life. Be ruthlessly ambitious in your financial life. Be ruthlessly ambitious in your career. Being ruthlessly ambitious will allow you to see opportunities that others miss. Now, it's not easy to be ruthlessly ambitious. You've got to always be on your toes. You've got to live the hustle. You've got to accept that resting and taking it easy is not an option. You've got to be vicious with your decision making. You've got to be ruthless with who you allow in your life and who you don't. You've got to ditch all fantasies of fairness. You've got to ditch delusions of others going out of their way to make life easier for you. You've got to live a life of unwavering self-responsibility and honesty. You've got to disqualify time-wasting people and time-wasting opportunities with extreme prejudice. You've got to embrace competition and secretly resolve to crush anybody or anything that stands in your way. You've got to dream big and be bold enough to believe in your ability to make those dreams come true. You've got to feel a compelling sense of agency to operate on the world and extract from the world what you want. Ambition is not for the weak. Ambition is not for the squeamish. It is not for those who want to wait on the sidelines of life and wait for guarantees of safety and success. It's not for people who want to wait for others to go first and prove that it's safe. It is not for those who fear failure. It is for those who embrace failure. Because you know that on the other side of every failure are the necessary lessons to help you get closer to the next success. The universe was created about 14 billion years ago. And let's assume we're about halfway done, which means we've got another 14 billion years left. And here you are with a life of about 100 years long, sandwiched in between two 14 billion year periods. How will you use your precious life? Wishing it were easier? Wishing it was more fair? Wishing you were more genetically gifted? Wishing you were different somehow? Wishing it was different somehow? Or are you going to accept who you are, accept when you are, accept where you are, and get in the game? It is your life. Nobody cares about your life as much as you do. What happens next is up to you. To learn more, please visit mindpersuasion.com. Check out the links below. And because we make videos almost every day, please subscribe so you can continue to learn more. Let us know what you think in the comments. Thank you for watching.